My name is Katie Spivey, and I'm in Mr. Rebel's digital media class, and this is a card tutorial here. So I'm first of all going to be showing you how to pick a theme in card. When you click the Create New button, it gives you an option to select from several different themes. So you can either pick one of these themes or you can create your own. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use a blank canvas. And it'll pull up this screen here that says nothing here yet with a text inside a container. Sorry, inside the page. So you can obviously delete this text. You can't delete the page item, and you can't delete the background item, but you can definitely change the background color. For example, like this. Let's make it this nice pink salmon color, and you can add a pattern too. Let's say we wanted to do a checker pattern. Now we can change the size of the pattern like this, and we can also change the color of the pattern itself. So like that. Alright, now the most important element in my opinion in card is a container. This allows you to, essentially what it says on the button is to contain other elements. So you can add text, lists, images, buttons, video, links, audio, icons, gallery, table, timer, divider, slideshow, and if you have Pro, form, widget, and embed. So for this example, I'm going to start with some text, but first we're going to style the container. So if you go to this tab here with the paintbrush, you can change the appearance of the container. You can change the width of it, you can change the size of it, the height. Let's make it 16 tall, that's the height. And you can change the padding on it too, as well as the margins. And as you see, you can drag these sliders or you can enter in a specific number. And see, you can also align the contents in a certain way. You can make the width of the contents a certain width. And you can also change spacing. You can add backgrounds to containers as well, which can be very useful to separate it from different elements on the page. So let's make it this red color, just to fit with the theme for the example. So as you can see here, we have a container, and another important thing about containers is that you can make them have columns, and you can change the width of these columns like this, for example. So if I wanted to make the one on the right 40% and the one on the left 60%, it would easily do that, and it can change once you enter in. Let's say I want to enter in 30 here, it automatically changes the other one to 70%. And you can also add columns, I think as many as you want, but that's probably not a great idea. You can also use Control-Z to undo, though there are buttons up here as well. So, and you can also switch to mobile view to see how your site will look to mobile users. As for actual elements, you can drag them to be inside the container like this. As you can see, our text is aligned in the center, and it has the default font. However, we can change this font, and it's not going to appear exactly as the font says, but we can still change the font in most of these cases. See, you can change the fonts, you can change the size. Let's make it 2. You can change the font weight as well and make it bold, semi-bold, extra bold, heavy, or thin, light. You can also change the line spacing and the letter spacing or the kerning. And then you can indent it as well. You can definitely change the margins. You can say, okay, I want it to be lowercase, I want it to be uppercase, I want it to be small caps. And then there's basically lots of things you can do. You can also add, let's say icons. So if I want to drag it over here, let's say I wanted to add my email to this website. Well, if we go down here, it'll tell us how to do that. Mail to, and then the email. Mail to Katie A. Spivey at gmail.com, for example. So now if I click on this icon, it'll take me, when I'm on the completed site, it'll take me to my email. And it'll pull up a a window to send me an email. There are many different things you can do with card, and this is certainly not all of them. For example, this is a table, and this is just a sample table. You have to enter in your own information, essentially. But yeah, that's card, and this has been a simple card tutorial.